This is Tatiana Hellander with Screen Rant at Comic-Con with the Great North, the minds behind it, the voices inside it. We have had...
That was a very exciting introduction.
Thank you.
Felt very intense and intimate right away, and I love it.
I love that for us. We're already bonding. Yep. I am one with the Tobins now.
Yep.
I am part of the family.
Tobin alert.
Now, this is your first Comic-Con since the show has premiered, right?
Yes.
So what is the experience like getting to see fans who love you and your panels coming up? What are you most excited about?
I mean, I think we're just excited to, just to be out in the world with
literally
the show
anywhere
at all. Yes, we've done every episode that has aired was made during lockdown, and so we all actually haven't been together since that happened. Everything's been on Zoom, all the recording, all of the premieres, everything. So it's
That's why you're so fresh with each other. It's that, online anonymity.
Yeah. We're very bold with one another.
So many Zoom table reads.
Yes, very true.
So many.
Just me with a smoothie and a head wrap going, yeah, I'm here, what's up?
We've never seen each other's legs.
Oh, this is an experience. We should all take a moment to appreciate the legs.
Yeah.
And we all have
I had a left and a right foot. It's great.
And she has one surprise foot she's going to reveal later. It's in a secret location.
Yeah, there you go. Embargoed until the panel.
Foot location.
Now, looking back on season 2, for our cast first, what has been your favorite moment for your character? If you would like to start.
Oh.
Yes, the men go first. This is chivalry. Chivalry.
Yes. So he's outnumbered. Now you're very comfortable. Go.
There was an episode where they went to a water park, and then now I feel weird.
This is what being a woman feels like all the time.
Yeah. Drink it in, Paul.
Enjoy it.
Deal with it, Paul.
Toxic feminism.
Yeah, for the first time ever, we did toxic feminism. This is exciting. We're breaking new ground.
Femininity, go. They give them a chance, and they just slam us.
I liked the part where.
It's all right. We'll give him time. We'll give him a moment. Dulce, would you like to share Honeybee's best season 2 moment?
Let me take this off your hands, sweetheart.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I should speak up and be an ally.
Will no one be an ally for men? Will no one speak?
This makes me feel so good. One of my favorite episodes is when Wolf and Honeybee have to go to the all-you-can-eat shrimp place to replace Beef Shirt that Wolf has destroyed multiple times in various ways in the laundry, and they have to be helped in this process of eating 200 shrimp because you will hallucinate and see the person sitting across from you. They will look like a shrimp. And while we were recording, I get to because I'm a stand-up comic. And a lot of us are just different creatives that do voices for the show. They'll let us improvise lines or something that we think the character would say. And so I came up with the line just doing it. I was like, for Honeybee to say, "What, I'm a shrimp? Wait, how can I be pink? I'm black." And it was just something silly for me. And then I watched the episode and I was like, they used it. So it was it's a little Easter egg for me, but it's nice to see that, I'm contributing to the show that I'm working on. Now, do I get a writing credit? No. But
That's the next barrier that we've got to break.
I mean, as men in this, women in this, as creatives, I don't care. But it was just kind of cool for me to go, oh, my contribution got in, or oh, this is a good line. So it's it helps me when I'm trying to write other things. Go, okay, I don't, as a performer, when you're trying to get into that other creation side of creating projects, it's okay, these ideas that I had would work on TV as well as in my stand-up. So that was good.
I love that. Now, Moon is our baby, has the most growing to do. What are
Emotionally not. Emotionally, I feel like Moon is like, 100. So he has some wisdom in there in that little bear suit. I think one of my favorite Moon episodes is when he stands up to his bully, Debbie, who's also his frenemy. And he ends up confronting her by wearing a giant diaper to school and carrying his stuffy. And I think we all wanted to be there to just solve a major life problem by wearing a giant diaper.
Yep.
And I just really related to that.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is a very relatable sentiment. But I will say, Paul, one of my favorite moments is Ham coming out and, being disappointed by the lack of drama.
Yeah.
I really loved that more like lighthearted take because like a lot of times people can experience obviously the drama. So what was it like for you as creators, you as writers, and then you as a voicer to get to experience that side of it, the more joyful aspect?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was so right on when I first read it because it did seem like it was a story of somebody being accepted and loved, which was really special to read, and then to have the follow-up episode where Ham is trying to now recapture and have a second coming out party with drama, and it ending with a dance down the stairs. I loved it. It's the best. Yeah.
And how do you guys like to approach those kinds of topics, with the humor, but also?
I mean, I think in that particular instance, took a lot of leadership from the writer of the episode, Charlie Kelly, who was writing more from his own experience. And I think, that's something, when you're running a show, you want to make sure that your writers' voices and identities, your actors' voices and identities are continuing to shape the show as you go. Like I would say, we had a totally different conception of Moon, and then we heard Aparna's recording for Moon when we were casting, and we're like, A, that's the only person who can do this, and B, we really reconceived the character around her voice, because I think we had Moon as this sort of like actually sort of more of a wild man, more of a wild card, and then hearing this sort of natural gravity in Aparna's voice, we're like, oh no, he's old, he's an old soul. And so it's really interesting to take whether it's somebody's, identity that they're writing from in Charlie's case, or hearing Aparna's voice. It's like all these little pieces, you take them and, we can just act as like sort of to collate them and put them all together and, bring what everybody brings to the table to eventually shape the show and to evolve it as it goes.
I love that. Now, for you, I will ask a Ron question.
Okay.
Because Ron's not here. I just thought it was interesting, very close to his sister, very close to his family, which is also similar to his character in Loot. So it's like, can we break this down? Let's talk about this family dynamic.
Well, I think for us, I mean, Wendy and I are sisters. We obviously spend a lot of time.
We broke it here.
We
broke
So
it
are me.
here.
live for the panel, but this felt like
Can we have 1 minute where we get to be sisters? My God, no, I'm just kidding.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Would you like to speak to my supervisor?
But I think for us, it was, I think when we knew, we met Honeybee's family in season 1, and we had Ron, and it was just so much fun, and he's obviously has such a great voice and is so funny that it was our natural inclination was, well, let's get him up there as soon as we can, and we can bring, and it also felt like just, I think for us being, we're close with our family, we all live near each other, we get together, like, I will go to dinner and our dad will be like, it's so good to see you, and it's like, we just saw you, we saw you last week.
Full beef.
Yes, so I think that one for us, it was also like, that's kind of like, we feel like that's natural and normal, and we were like, they would want to be together, they've got to be close, he's just going to have to move there. So I think that was a lot of it for us, was from our own experience of just, let's get everybody and their families together and maybe too close. And
I love that.
Yeah.
I have to say, I feel like this is a great advertisement for Alaska, making the Great North look very appealing. For your characters, or actually for you, what is the most appealing thing about the Great North for each of you?
I did want to say for the last question, me and Ron were already friends beforehand, and so now because of the show, I play his big sister, but he's actually older than me. So now every time when we see each other, he'll go, hi, little big sister. And I go, hi, big little brother. So there's that aspect to it. And then when you're talking about like how our, because I didn't want to interrupt Wendy, but it's, when it came to how Honeybee looks, Wendy asked me how she should look. And so her design at first was like, her hair was like straight with curly at the end. I was like, give her an afro. And I was like, she's like, an afro? I said, yeah, squiggle. Just give her a squiggle. She'll be fine. And because I wanted to see her like that. And then when we had like the first table read, like everyone was there, she had the flower in her hair. And the flower in her hair is like from my headshot. Because my headshot, I have like a leopard print flower in my hair to match my outfit. And I remember and I walked up and just a standee, so she's as tall as me, and I look at her. And I called my manager, and I was like, they put a flower in her hair. There's a flower in my hair. And I just made me feel like, and then I remember there was another episode where, like, they were, Honeybee and Wolf were going to be in bed. And I hit up Wendy, and I was just like, if she's going to be in bed, she needs to have a head wrap on. And Wendy goes, we've already done it. And I was like, look at Jesus. I
love that so much.
I was really excited about, like, there's these little things that you, as, like, me as a Black woman that I want to see. And the fact that I called her, I was like, she already has a scarf. Like, her hair's already tied up to go to bed. And I was like, I didn't have to tell this woman to tie this woman's hair. It's just, it really felt great that I didn't have to, like, pop in and say that. But I also think it goes, like, to the writers that are on the show. Because it was really like, oh, this is just, and it's not, she has it on. She doesn't mention it. She doesn't say anything. It's just that this is what you just do. If you have an afro and you go to bed, you have to tie your hair up. I can say I've been to Juneau, Alaska, but I've never been to Fresno, California. So I've gone to where Honeybee's going, but I haven't been to where she's from. And so, but it's like I've been to small towns before. So, but I do know, I think the way that her fish out of water is presented is great. Because it's not, Honeybee's constantly, she folds, like she gets there and she's like, got it, we got this. Other than the beef she had with that bird. where Toby just really called it, like, how does this bird have all of this authority?
That is the question.
This town is crazy. Yeah. So there's those moments where she's like, what? And then she's like, okay, fine, I'll figure it. I got to fight a bird now. And, you know, if you lived in America at any point in your life, sometimes you got to fight a bird.
That does happen. That's true. You never know who you have to fight in America. So.
You never know who you have to fight for this great country.
Thank you guys so much. I'm very excited for your panel, and I hope that you guys have a fabulous rest of your weekend. Thank you.
Thank
Have a great night.